When it comes to belly fat, there are 3 key hormones that control how fast you store it and burn it too. In this video, we're going to dive into the science, breaking down how these hormones operate, what causes their imbalance, and most importantly, how you can effectively manage them for optimal belly fat loss. This isn't about short-term solutions or miracle cures. It's about gaining a deeper understanding of your body and making simple adjustments to your biology that aid in weight loss. We'll also reveal how a special herb could help with burning belly fat. But first, let's look at cortisol. Often dubbed the stress hormone, it's crucial as it plays a pivotal role in numerous physiological processes, from immune response to metabolism regulation. However, its chronic elevation can lead to adverse effects on our bodies, notably contributing to belly fat accumulation. To fully comprehend this, it's necessary to explore the underlying mechanisms. Cortisol is a steroid hormone that the adrenal glands produce. Its secretion primarily occurs in response to stress, but it also follows a diurnal pattern, typically peaking in the early morning. Cortisol assists in regulating metabolism by ensuring that cells have an adequate glucose supply. It modulates the immune system's activity, preventing overreaction that could lead to chronic inflammation or autoimmune diseases. In situations of acute stress, cortisol facilitates survival by generating rapid energy. It promotes glucogenesis in the liver, a process where protein stores convert into glucose. This ensures that your brain and muscles have sufficient fuel to tackle imminent challenges. However, consistent exposure to stress over an extended period, whether due to work deadlines or personal issues, leads our bodies not to distinguish between these modern-day stressors and life-threatening situations we would have faced in the past, such as running from a tiger. This results in persistently high levels of cortisol. So, how does this contribute to belly fat? High cortisol levels elevate ghrelin, known as the hunger hormone. This surge increases hunger and often leads us to overeat. Furthermore, cortisol triggers cravings for sugary, fatty foods because our bodies are seeking quick energy sources. Chronic stress also affects insulin sensitivity in our bodies. When cortisol is high, cells might become resistant to insulin, leading to more circulating glucose, which is then stored as visceral fat around your abdomen. Essentially, cortisol and insulin together promote fat storage, especially around your belly area. We'll discuss more on this shortly, but first, let's discover the symptoms of high cortisol. These include an increase in abdominal fat, unusually high hunger levels, feelings of anxiety or depression, difficulty falling or staying asleep, and problems with focus or decision making. So, how can we combat elevated cortisol levels? We need to target the root cause, chronic stress. This can be easier said than done, but I'm going to let you in on a special method used by the Navy SEALs. It's called box breathing, and they use it to calm down, maintain composure, and focus in high stress situations. It is done by inhaling for a count of 4, then holding your breath for a count of 4, exhaling for a count of 4, then pausing and holding your breath again for a count of 4. This cycle constitutes one box. You can repeat it several times until you feel calmer. This works to lower stress because you focus your breath and control its rhythm, which can help to calm your nervous system. The act of counting and focusing solely on your breathing brings you into the present moment, distracting you from the source of stress or anxiety and anchoring you to the now. Taking deep, controlled breaths can increase oxygen supply to your brain, which can also promote a sense of calm and clarity. These deep and rhythmic breaths can reduce the production of stress hormones like cortisol and enhance concentration. Diet plays a crucial role too. Minimize sugar and processed carbohydrates intake to manage insulin levels. Focus on whole foods rich in fiber and lean proteins. Foods high in omega-3 fatty acids like fish and flax seeds can help lower cortisol levels. Ensuring you're getting 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Consider a regular bedtime routine. Keep screens away before bed and create a calm, dark sleep environment. Limit the intake of caffeine and alcohol, as they can interfere with sleep and raise cortisol levels. Herbs like ashwagandha and rhodiola can help your body adapt to stress and stabilize cortisol levels. A recent study found that ashwagandha effectively reduces psychological and physiological markers of stress, leading to lower food cravings, improved eating behaviors, reduction in body weight, and body mass index. This study was conducted on adults living under chronic stress who incorporated ashwagandha root extract into their daily routine without fancy diets or vigorous exercise. The result was reduced stress levels, lower food cravings, and a significant drop in body weight. By understanding the intricate relationship between cortisol and belly fat, it's entirely possible to take control of our health. Balancing cortisol levels not only helps in achieving a desired waistline, but also promotes overall well-being against future stresses. Remember though, always consult with a healthcare professional before starting any supplements. We already mentioned the intricate role between cortisol and insulin, and this hormone can also play a significant role in excess belly fat. Insulin, a hormone produced by your pancreas, is like a key that unlocks the cells in your body, allowing glucose to enter and be used for energy. But what happens when there's too much glucose? Well, insulin switches gears and starts promoting fat storage, especially around your belly. Now, you might be wondering, how does this excess glucose come about? The answer lies in our diet. Consuming large amounts of processed carbohydrates can lead to an overload of glucose in our bloodstream. These carbs are quickly broken down into glucose, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. To cope with this surge, the pancreas pumps out more insulin. However, over time, this cycle of high blood sugar and high insulin can cause our cells to become resistant or less responsive to insulin's effects. This is known as insulin resistance, a state where despite having plenty of insulin in your body, your cells aren't able to use it effectively. While genetics and a sedentary lifestyle can contribute to insulin resistance, diet plays a significant role too. Foods that trigger high levels of insulin include sugary drinks, white bread, pastries, and pasta. Even certain vegetable oils like corn and soybean can lead to high insulin due to their content of rancid omega-6 fatty acids, which promotes inflammation and exacerbates insulin resistance. And get this, if you're dealing with high blood sugar and insulin resistance, you might notice symptoms such as constant hunger or cravings for sweets, fatigue after meals, or difficulty losing weight, especially around the belly area. But don't worry, there are steps you can take to combat these issues. Firstly, limit intake of processed carbohydrates. Instead, use whole grains, as they take longer for your body to break down, leading to a slower rise in blood sugar. Secondly, avoid vegetable oils. Opt for healthier alternatives like olive oil or avocado oil, which are rich in monounsaturated fats that help reduce inflammation. Thirdly, make exercise a regular part of your routine. Physical activity helps your cells become more responsive to insulin. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. Fourthly, eat a balanced diet. Include plenty of lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats. These foods not only provide essential nutrients, but also help regulate blood sugar levels. Lastly, consider intermittent fasting. This dietary strategy alternates between periods of eating and fasting. It can improve insulin sensitivity and aid with weight loss. In a study conducted at the University of Melbourne, researchers found that participants who followed an intermittent time-restricted eating diet not only lost weight, but also had significant changes in their post-meal glucose levels, an important marker indicating how our body is processing sugars. This isn't just about looking good, it's about the profound impact on our health. Stable glucose levels means reduced risk of diabetes and a more balanced hormonal system. So remember, when it comes to weight loss, it's not just about calories. It's about understanding the symphony of hormones playing inside us. Another key hormone to look at for belly fat is estrogen. In the journey of aging, women experience a significant shift in their hormonal balance, particularly with this hormone. Estrogen is crucial for women's health. It sees a natural decline as women transition through perimenopause and menopause. The ovary's production of it gradually decreases, starting from mid-30s and 40s. By the time a woman is in her late 40s or early 50s, her body's estrogen production has significantly reduced. This hormonal change can trigger weight gain, predominantly around the abdomen. To compensate for the lower estrogen levels, the body seeks alternative sources. Fat cells serve as one such source since they can produce estrogen. Consequently, more calories are converted into fat, especially in the abdominal region. Another potential problem is estrogen dominance, an imbalance between estrogen and progesterone levels, where there's an excess of estrogen compared to progesterone. You might be surprised to learn this imbalance can be induced by exposure to environmental estrogens, called xenoestrogens, stress and poor diet as well, which can elevate estrogen levels or decrease progesterone levels. Excess estrogen prompts the body to retain fat around the waist and hips. Symptoms of this hormonal imbalance may include bloating, sluggish metabolism, fatigue, mood swings, heavy periods or irregular cycles, and difficulty losing weight despite efforts with diet and exercise. So what can we do about it? I'm about to show you some practical steps to balance your hormones and how consuming a particular group of vegetables might be the game changer you've been waiting for. An important step is to consume fiber-rich foods, aiding in eliminating excess estrogen from your body. Incorporate cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cabbage that contain compounds assisting your body in metabolizing estrogen. In today's world, we're exposed to high levels of environmental estrogens from herbicides, pesticides, and petrochemical residues in our food supply. These substances mimic estrogen effects and are associated with various hormone-sensitive health issues, including different forms of cancer. To safeguard against these, consume organic or biodynamic foods free from pesticides. Drink pure mineral water or use a high-quality water filter system, avoiding water from plastic bottles containing phthalates. Our liver detoxifies estrogen through two pathways. It either converts it to a beneficial form, 2-OH estrogen, or to a harmful form, 16-OH estrogen, which is linked to several hormone-related disorders and cancers. Xenoestrogens push the body towards the harmful pathway, but cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower contain indole-3 carbinol, which, when activated, forms DIM in the stomach. DIM in the liver promotes the production of the beneficial estrogen form and blocks the harmful one. DIM has shown to reduce several health issues like fibrocystic breast disease and promotes apoptosis, the death of damaged and cancerous cells. Another way to improve hormone balance is to do high-intensity interval training, otherwise known as HIIT. This can significantly reduce insulin resistance, which subsequently improves estrogen metabolism. HIIT involves performing short bursts of intense activity for 20 to 30 seconds, followed by a rest period before repeating the cycle. Sprints are a common example of this type of exercise, but it can be adapted to any preferred physical activity such as cycling or swimming. Finally, it's also important to limit exposure to xenoestrogens. These are found in certain plastics, personal care products, and pesticides. Opt for organic produce and natural personal care products wherever possible. Now, that about wraps it up. If you're struggling to reach your ideal body weight, it might be your hormones. So make sure you click the link below this video to take our hormonal balance quiz and get a personalized hormonal report tailored to your hormone type. Also, if you found this video helpful, please subscribe and leave a comment below.